What's up, guys, and welcome back to...
You're very noisy.
Welcome back to the channel. We're in Sinclair, Wyoming. Didn't get a video yesterday because I only worked for all of 5 hours and didn't really do a whole lot. The picture you saw on Instagram yesterday was at the yard that's about 4 miles from my house, and I made it as far as Idaho Falls, just because that's where that unit was going. Know some people up there, so stayed at their house last night and got up this morning, went to the dealership, Camping World, there in Idaho Falls, and delivered the unit. Made it back to Hanson, Idaho, which is about 2 hours away, and picked up this unit, which, as you saw on Instagram, was the last unit in the yard. That's never been a really big yard. Definitely no reason to panic or be concerned about the load board dying. There is plenty of loads right now. But like I said, that's always been a really small yard, and the fact that I pulled the last one out of there isn't a shocker. I've been very close to the last one out of that yard several times. And then we just drove. So something I had heard repeatedly, didn't know how much weight to put into it, didn't know how true it was, because, you know, everyone's a keyboard warrior and everyone knows everything about the entire FMCSA inside and out, and the rules and the laws and da-da-da-da, which I've been open with you guys. I don't know everything. As I am learning, I share what I learned with you guys. I did a fair amount of research before starting this, but again, didn't know everything, never claimed to know everything. To some degree, learning as I go. But heard it directly from a DOT-trained state patrol officer that if you are running your ELD on your phone and you get pulled in and they do an inspection and you hand them your phone because that's where your ELD is, they have every right to go through every orifice of that phone. Check your call logs, check your text messages, check your whatever. Which I wholeheartedly disagree with. That absolutely is government overreach, but whatever. I don't make the laws. I unfortunately just have to follow them. Now, I wasn't concerned about it because I know that what I do is legal, because I have the sync system. I don't have to touch my phone. My kids can text me, my wife can text me, whoever can text me. I push a button on my steering wheel, which is completely authorized, and it reads me the text message out loud, so I don't have to take my eyes off the road. And then it asks me if I would like to reply, and I say yes. And then it asks me what I want to say, and I say what I want to say. And then it reads it back to me and says, do you want to send this? And I say yes. Or same thing with phone calls. Hit a button, call whoever. So I know that I wasn't breaking the laws, because that's why that system was designed. However, Prove that to a DOT officer. You know, would he cite you? Would he believe you that you're using the hands-free system? You know, doing it the way I was doing it is absolutely safer than every one of these truckers out here with those headsets stuck on them and trying to use their phone that way, which is legal. So I don't know, it's one of those things. But that's why we didn't get that unit delivered yesterday, because due to the Flu Man shoe running around, you can't find an iPad anywhere. So it took me 3 hours of calling stores, going to stores, and I finally found, yeah, you can kind of see it. I still have my ELD up. I just finished my PTI. So it took me 3 hours of running around to find that, which then put me in Idaho Falls after their allowed delivery time. So just stayed there, had a good time, hung out, and hit the road early this morning. Now, I already had one that I used for receiving all of my trip permits, all of my BOLs, that kind of stuff, and sending them to my printer so I can print them out. But it was a generation, was it 2 or a 3? I don't remember. But the KeepTruckin app, and I would assume most of the other ELDs are the same, require at least generation 5. So had to hunt around and find one. Finally got it. Downloaded all the apps I need for work, and there's nothing else on that. That is purely for work. I have nothing on that app. I deleted all the apps that come on it and put on just the ones that I need for work. And that's where it's going to stay. Not putting anything else into that. So whenever I get pulled in and have an inspection, I know that I can worry-free hand them my ELD, and there's nothing on it that they could in any way try and twist or incriminate me into. So, as always, I try to give you guys some useful information. Again, I had heard that repeatedly. I didn't know how real it was, how accurate, but when I heard it directly from a DOT authorized officer, I decided it was time to take action. So, that's that news. We're about 2 hours from delivery on this one. It's going down to a little city just outside of Denver, Colorado. And as of right now, there's a couple loads I'm looking at, but I didn't want to jump on them because they're a bit of deadhead. I'm trying to hope and see if something shorter or something with less deadhead pops up in the morning. So we'll see. We're going to Indiana though. I found my rhythm. I'm going to keep running my rhythm. It's working very well for me. And that's that. As always, I will keep all of you informed as I travel on. By the way, as of the recording of this, we're at 995 subscribers. I honestly never thought this channel would get anywhere near that big. So, sincerely, thank you all for following along and allowing me to share my journey with you. I'm really excited now to see how far it goes. Where do we end up? Like I said, I never thought I'd get anywhere close to this, and I'm blown away and honestly a little bit humbled. So really, thank you. As always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.